Part of our messaging, our program. So for us to have that, come down, we have to leave, not be able to answer. That's when it's hard. Our philosophy is about the football, and I thought defensively forcing some of those today was a significant improvement in terms of the way we want to go attack it. We didn't get any points off those turnovers today, and I think that was a real factor in it. I want to give credit to Indy. They played tough, hard-nosed game, just exactly like we thought going in. And thought it would be tough to come down to the end, and certainly did. And that I'll open it up.
Coach, after the opening drive in the second half, you all weren't able to score again. What happened to the offense today?
I think the turnovers were a real factor. They played two of them in the second half, or were on the first play of the drive as well. And you can imagine how that can turn it away when you get one play for an entire series. So that was a significant factor for sure.
How do you try to rally your team here and get back moving forward here?
Well, when we went through the bye, I thought we came back, had a good week of practice, and I thought that would enable us to get our rest to play well. And there are a lot of things that we did do well. For us, it is about the football. So can we improve in that area? Absolutely, we can. We've got a really tight group. We've got a close locker room, and we'll work like crazy to find the best matchups and the best ways for the guys to be at their best. Disappointing loss for us for sure. And one we'll get to the truth of after looking at the film tonight and tomorrow morning, and then we'll get back right with the guys in the afternoon.
Are you frustrated by the play of your quarterback at all? Some very key turnovers in critical times.
I think I'm frustrated when we don't play our best, and so that's where it starts and ends with me, from all phases, and how we want to play. So we've got a really talented outfit, and for us, when we don't play at our best and we turn the ball over, don't get enough takeaways or what have you, not have the finish we like, there's a multitude of things that fall into that.
Dan, after Devontae goes out, did it change the game plan as far as how much you wanted to run, or what was the result of him not being in the game the rest of the way?
Well, I think it was a real factor for sure. It didn't necessarily change the game plan, but we all know the type of year and the competitor and what he brings to our team. So maybe he had 3 carries and maybe over 40 yards in those 3 carries. So for sure it was a factor, and he was diagnosed with a concussion. And he'll go through the protocol this week. We'll have more information on that as it goes through the week. But for sure it's a factor just because of the player that he is.
Yeah,
it didn't change the plan, though. I think that was your initial question.
Before the pick 6, personnel without Devontae in, does that change maybe even a play call there, though? Not handing it to somebody else?
I don't know in that scenario, because I think it was just kind of fresh going. We know we want to have balance in terms of running the pass. We've got lots of confidence, in whoever the back may be, but for sure he's a factor. Devontae in terms of how can we feature him best in the run game, the pass game, all the unique stuff that he does.
Dan, you had used all your timeouts and you had saved 50 seconds, 47 after the non-touchback, but you needed a field goal, and it seemed like you never got started. What happened?
At the end of the game? Yeah. Well, once we got into field goal range, I thought I wanted to make sure we gave us a chance, to go back and have a chance to go kick the field goal. That's why when they ended up getting the first down, I took the first one, the second one, the third one. So I knew going into the drive, we'd have no timeouts heading into the 2-minute scenario. But we've had a number, of opportunities to practice at that in game, in practice. So I kind of thought, okay, I'm not exactly sure what was the amount of seconds. It was under a minute for sure. But
47. When you look up.
When we look back, saying, okay, we've been in that scenario a bunch in our practice time, and say, okay, let's go attack and do it. So I think we may have had an incomplete or a drop on the first one to kind of move us and get us started. I think that was probably a real factor in it. Oftentimes in that 2-minute drive, to get going, get a catch, get on the ball, sometimes that's when it's attacked the best, and the incompletes or the out-of-bounds play really just comes with a 3rd down play again, a 3rd down play again, and the clock gets stopped.
Dan, you've prided yourself and always talked about finishing, and that's not what's happened over the last month plus. Where's the frustration level with that?
Yeah, I'm definitely disappointed in the finish just because I know the style of competitor that's there, and so for us to be at our best, that has to happen. And so when it doesn't, man, that's hard. And it's one that we want to take great pride in, knowing that just as a competitor, that's what we stand for. So when we didn't do that today, that's at the top of the list in terms of how we want to go attack. And when we don't, that makes it hard.
The offense seems sluggish over the last 5 weeks.